Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 8 of my Football Manager 23 save with Everton FC. Now, by the time this video comes out, the FM24 beta could well be out, but we don't know. As of right now, recording at 10 to 10 at night on Wednesday evening, I don't know when the beta's coming out. So today, we have our summer transfer rebuild. As I promised you, I know we might not get through all of Season 2, but we've done a lot of transfers, and it'd be rude for me to do these transfers and not at least show you what we've got on with. So if you do go on to enjoy, make sure to drop a like on there for me for the final video of Football Manager 23 potentially. If you could try and hit 30 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get a comment as well down in the comment section down below. The transfer window is still open, so let me know down below any further players who we should sign because we've still got a lot of money to spend. Let's waste no further time and we'll start out with the departures. Now obviously we've seen a number of young players leave the club on loan, but I'm not too interested in showing you that. We're just going to show you the main transfer business. Obviously a transfer that was agreed before I took over at the football club was Moise Kean's loan to buy at Juventus. I mean, he absolutely stunk up the place last season and we got 24 million from him. We signed him for 24 from Juventus, so we've not really lost all too much there. Jean-Philippe Gbamin, we've sold him to Werder Bremen. We signed him for £22 million back in 2019 from Mainz, and we've sold him for 3.3 million. Last season at Trabzonspor, didn't do too bad, 7 goal contributions in 26, but just somebody we didn't need and was on 75 grand a week here, so we've managed to get him out of the door and get a little bit of money back for him. The man whose name we couldn't really pronounce, so we just called him Rob, Roberto Gagliardini, also left the football club. We signed him last season for 1.6 million. He played 21 matches for us and we've sold him for 4.5 million a year later to Olympique Lyon. So the first player who actually signed, or at least somebody we signed last season, we've made nearly a £3 million profit on after he only played 21 matches for the club, so I thought that just made sense really. Michael Keane has also left the club on a permanent basis. The 30-year-old has joined Crystal Palace. We managed to get £3.2 million for him. In 2017, we spent 25 million on him. The former Manchester United youngster has officially left the club. Last season was not very good. We've got some better centre-halves as well, with Branthwaite coming back from his loan. We've signed a couple of centre-halves as well, so it just made sense to get Michael Keane out of the door, and at 30 years of age, he absolutely had to go. And the final departure, at least for now then, was Neil Maupay. West Brom have been promoted into the Premier League and they have signed him for 4.9 million. We only signed him for 15 million at the start of last season. He was absolutely shocking for us in the games that he did play. Only managed 2 league starts and he has now departed, so we've made just over a £10 million loss on him. But again, third choice striker this season, we didn't need him, so that's our final major departure, at least for now. In terms of our incomings then, we started out our business with signing Savio Godwin. He's come in for £7.5 million, which could rise up to £8 million from Portugal. He scored 10 goals in the second league in Portugal and 15 in 31 at last season, averaging over a 7-match rating. So brought him in, pretty cheap option, someone who can play out on that left hand side. 26 years of age, Nigerian. He's here until 2028 for 42 grand a week. It just makes sense all round. Good signing. Brazilian central defender KK, I'm not really too sure. He became our next signing though. Just look at that potential. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He had a release clause for 18.75 million, so we thought, why not? We've triggered it. He's been playing over with Almeria, who are a team in the 3rd Spanish division, but he's already 3-star current ability, 6'1", right-footed. He's got a wonder kid media description as well. He's a 19-year-old Brazilian, born in the same year as I was, but we've got him in. It looks like a very good player for now and also for the future, on only 27 grand a week as well for the next 5 years. I don't think his release clause, he's not a permanent release clause. It expires in 2027 and it's £75 million, so not the worst in the world. Left back Carlos Augusto also joins the football club. The 24-year-old Brazilian has signed until 2027, 4-year contract. We signed him for £3 million. He's been playing in Serie A last season where he didn't do too bad, but we needed a backup for Michaelenko, with obviously Vinagre departing, and he's 3-star current ability as a supportive wing back, so why not? And he was Brazilian as well. Well, he is Brazilian. Obviously, when you already know about Jonathan Bamba, we pre-agreed a contract with him in January, tried to sign him and they wanted a ridiculous amount of money, but he's in on a 4-year deal on 65 grand a week. Last season in Ligue 1, 13 goal contributions in 36, averaging a 7-match rating. Decent player, another decent option for us. We needed some more attackers after last season, so he's in the door officially now. Central defender Axel Tuanzebe then became our next permanent signing on a free transfer as well, released by Manchester United. Last season was out on loan at Stoke, where he didn't exactly impress, but he's not going to be a starter for us. He's just someone who gives us a bit of an an option if we need to. At the back, obviously Connor Cody going back to Wolves, 25 years of age, £34,500 a week until 2027. Just seemed like a smart pickup at just 25 years of age. And our final signing, at least for now then, is experienced, versatile legend James Milner. The 37-year-old has penned a one-year deal with the football club on 27 grand a week on a free transfer. A man who's been there, done it, won pretty much everything there is to win in the game. Why not get him in when he can play literally everywhere? I mean, he could probably do a job at centre-half if we needed him to. For a one-year deal, it just made sense, really. But in terms of how our pre-season has gone then, we had a 3-1 win at home to Barrow, a 3-0 win at home to Leeds, a 2-0 win at home to Bradford City, a 2-1 defeat at home to Brentford, a 2-1 win at home to Barcelona, a 3-1 defeat at home to Real Madrid, a 11-0 win away at Bata Lions. This was when Bata Lions. This is when we went on a pre-season tour to South Africa. A 17-0 win away at Santos FC. A 4-0 win away at Cape Town City. A 10-2 win at home to Cambridge. A 3-3 draw at home to Bournemouth. A 2-0 win at home to PSG. A 7-0 win away at Panathinaikos. Before most recently a 5-0 win at home to Hamilton. In today's episode, then we have Wolverhampton Wanderers away and Arsenal at home as well. Like I say, this could be potentially the last episode that you see, but here is how we're currently trying to line up. Couple injuries though at the moment, quite light in the right back position. We're still trying to get players like James Garner out on loan, Andre Gomes out as well. He's not registered, no room to register him. Want to get Garner Gay out the door as well. Iwobi needs to go. Dele Alli not registered, he needs to go, and Dwight McNeil, there's no room for him in the matchday squad at the moment. Let's waste no further time and get into Premier League matchday number 1. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the first game of season 2 away at Wolverhampton Wanderers. We've got Pickford in goal, stripped of the captaincy. He's a vice captain. James Milner is now our captain though, and he starts at right back with KK, Branthwaite and Michaelenko completing at the back four. So apart from Michaelenko, it's a new look back four in there for us. We've got Onana as the holding midfielder, Ceballos as the 8, Thuram as the attacking midfielder with Godwin and Bamba on the wings and Calvert-Lewin leading the line. On the bench then we've got Emil, Tuanzebe, Tarkowski, Carlos Augusto, Garner, Lafay, Nelson, Gray and Chedham. So a lot of them players were actually starting for us last season, like Tarkowski, Damari Gray, find themselves on the bench and have to work their way back into the side. Their manager is Marcelinho. Never heard of him if I'm being honest, but I want to be impressed there. I want them to put on a show, and as always, I have the faith and the trust in them to go out there and make the difference for us. Everyone apart from Branthwaite and Onana are impressed. Lots of debuts handed out today. There's Milner, KK, you've got Godwin, Bamba all making their debuts, and then this is Branthwaite's first appearance under my management, and obviously a few of the regulars from last season like Pickford, Michaelenko, Onana, obviously Ceballos and Thuram were with us last season, but they weren't my signings. As Sarabia cuts in and strikes, have hit the bar early on there. If they'd have gone ahead after 3 minutes, it wouldn't have been an ideal start, but I'm pretty sure we lost at the Molineux last season, so a win here would be very nice, or just avoiding defeat. Guedes has gone down injured already. Is he going to have to come off? It looks like he's going to try and play on, but our form towards the end of last season did stagnate a little bit. We managed to get over the line. Obviously, we did qualify for the Champions League in our first season as Everton manager. Now we've got better players. There's no reason for us not to be wanting to win the league title this year, but we started out last season with a win at the Etihad, and I feel like that kicked us on for the season. If we start with a loss at the Molineux, who knows what could happen? We're ahead. Calvert-Lewin scored. There's been rumours all summer about different teams that want him. We don't want to sell him at all. He's refusing to sign a new contract, but he keeps scoring goals. He scored his first of the season already. Brilliant play that from Bamba. Brilliant build-up play overall. Ceballos, Onana, all involved. Bamba gets behind Semedo. Ball across there, Sarr flaps at it, and Calvert-Lewin is never missing from there. I think even Neil Maupay might have scored that one. I mean, I say that, it's Neil Maupay at the end of the day, but new squad numbers for a lot of players as well. I've tried to give the best squad numbers to players who are going to play a lot more this season. So Ceballos stood over this free kick. He looks to shoot, only just wide there. Good opportunity, nearly 20 minutes gone on the clock. Goal kick here for Wolves. Jose Sarr sends it long. I think that was, I've no idea. That's a mistake there from James Milner. Now Cunha is in on goal. Branthwaite can't quite get there, and Cunha has put his shot over the bar. Big mistake that from James Milner, who's obviously starting this game because Godfrey and Patterson are both out injured at the moment. Another free kick for us here. Is Ceballos going to shoot from this one? He lines up over it. He does shoot. It's over the wall. It's hit the bar, and it's cleared away by Cunha. Only as far as Calvert-Lewin. He finds Bamba, who cuts in and strikes. That one's blocked. Cunha hammers it clear, and now Thuram picks it up. He's got the number 14 shirt this season. Onana with the number 18. Lots of changes thought the squad numbers, I could have maybe given Onana like a 6 or a 4, something like that. I think the 4 shirt is actually still available. Free kick here anyway for Wolves, for those who don't care about kit numbers. Sarabia shoots well over the bar. It's been a game of a lot of half chances so far, lots of free kicks and all that sort of stuff. Look at the statistics, we've clearly been the better side. Branthwaite has picked up a booking, which is not good because he's our backup right back option if Milner needs some treatment. I mean, Tuanzebe can kind of do a job there, but that's not really what we want him to do. In terms of half-time, that was a very good first half performance. Keep it up. Godwin has picked up a minor injury, but he should be okay to play on until about the hour mark when he will come off. Obviously, pre-season, I like to play games every 2 or 3 days, so the squad's very rotated. They only play like 45 minutes to an hour each, and then we change it every single time just to keep things fresh. So for the first few Premier League matches, the fitness isn't particularly great, but I like to get just loads of pre-season games in just for the sake of it. Sarabia, ball over the top here, looking for Raul Jimenez. It's a great ball, it's a great finish, and somehow that's onside. And out of nothing, really, Wolves are back level. It's his 50th goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and it's a disappointing one to concede. I'm not too sure what's going on with our defensive line now. I'm watching Jimenez. I'm still watching Jimenez. Number 5 for us, Kekai, just gets dragged inwards for some reason. Completely loses Jimenez. Milner's nowhere to be tracking him. That's a disappointing goal to concede. They've got another free kick here. Ball's deep into the box, and now they've got a penalty. Just like that, the game has changed on its head in a matter of an instant. I think it's probably going to be a penalty. A penalty has been awarded for Wolves. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Jimenez, after just scoring to get Wolves back level, he steps up here, up against Jordan Pickford, yet to save a penalty, and he's now saved one. I love that Jordan Pickford. I just had a feeling about that one. I mean, it's very rare you concede 2 goals in the way that the game's gone in a matter of moments, unless it's like the 95th minute and you get an absolute FM'd, but Cunha strikes here from his the edge of the box there. Pickford is able to claim that one. Good penalty save that from Pickford. The first one that he saved, I almost spoke it into existence. Nearly an hour on the clock and nearly time to make some substitutions. Can we get at them? Can we press them? Can we get in their faces here? Nunez finds Jimenez. There's other strikers clearly offside there. Adama now up against Milner is a little bit of an issue. Ball into the box, cleared away by KK, and now Milner clears. Poor clearance though. Now Cunha finds Sarabia on the edge of the box. Can we get a tackle in? Nunez finds Reguilon. Shot comes in. Wasn't a million miles away, if I'm honest. I'm looking at Godwin, Ceballos, Michaelenko, thinking about maybe getting them off. We'll have a look at the options that we've got on the bench. Godwin is definitely going to come off here. Firstly, for Reece Nelson. Bamba's going to come off for Damari Gray as well. They're 2 very easy changes. Branthwaite's on a booking, so we're going to get Tarkowski on at centre-half. Carlos Augusto is going to come on for Michaelenko, who's tired and not particularly playing well. And we're going to bring on Lafitte for Onana and put Thuram as the ball-winning midfield and put Lafitte as the advanced playmaker. 5 changes made there. I didn't think I'd be making all 5 right there. We'll give them some encouragement. We might go on attacking in about the 70th, 75th minute, something like that. They're playing a 4-4-2. Lots of teams playing a 4-4-2 at the moment. I'm not really too sure why. We are now going to put it onto attacking because we're just not creating much, or when we're creating it, it's not really being too clear cut. A point at the Molineux is not the end of the world, but I like to start with 3 preferably, especially when we've got Arsenal coming up next, who are obviously a very good side. It looks like West Brom, Sheffield United and Norwich got promoted last season. There's a full-time whistle, 1-1 to start the campaign. It's a bit deflating, that one. I mean, we did save a penalty. At the end of the day, it could have been a loss. It could have still been better though. Well, it looks like we're finally starting to get some of these higher earners who are not going to play out the door. Andre Gomez is going to Zenit for £500,000. He was currently on £120,000 a week for the rest of the season, and he wasn't even registered. We're going to wish him good luck because I'm just thankful we've managed to get him out of the door. I mean, I know we don't get the full 500,000. He's gone now on a 3-year contract and only 77 grand a week. We signed him again for 22.5 million, so 24.5 million in total. We paid 24 million there for Andre Gomez for a few years, and then he spent last season out on loan at Lille, where he didn't exactly impress. I'm just glad to get him out the door. 120 grand a week off the wages is very nice. Our finances are looking very good, but I just don't know who to sign because we've got 25 players registered and you can only register 25, so we'll have to sell someone to get someone in. But I don't see anyone who we should be selling at the moment. Maybe a James Garner and Alex Iwobi. Yeah, Alex Iwobi is actually someone we need to get out the door. Let's try and get him out. We've got an offer in for Idrissa Gana Gueye at the moment from Crystal Palace. Hopefully they can take him off our hands, but I don't want to be paying wage contributions for players because that's just not the way I want to go about it. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the second game of today's episode at home to Arsenal. We've got Pickford in goal, a back four of Milner, Kekai, Branthwaite and Michaelenko, with Onana, Ceballos and Lafay in the midfield, Nelson, Bamba and Calvert-Lewin as the front three, with the bench being Emil, Tuanzebe, Tarkowski, Carlos Augusto, Garner, McNeil, Gray and Adams. Couple injuries at the moment. Godwin's not particularly fit, so I'm just going to leave him out for this one. Godfrey still not returned. Thuram picked up a knock recently as well. So a couple of players unavailable who I would like to start in this one. Obviously Arsenal, very good. I would like a win. Am I being greedy if I want to win? Patrick Vieira is now the Arsenal manager. They're going with a pretty strong team. It's not the strongest, so Jorginho, Vieira, Koopmeiners. Well, Koopmeiners were very good for me last season. Not last season. In my first Football Manager 23 save with Tottenham. I feel like he's someone who we can get at. You know, I really rate this team that we've got here. I think we've built a very nice team. I would still like us to get another holding midfielder in once we get Garner out. I've got my eye on someone who I really want, and if we can get it over the line, it'd be a very, very good piece of business. We're building a very good team here at Everton. It's just a shame that Football Manager 23 is coming to an end, because I think we're building a really nice team. Bamba squares for Calvert-Lewin. And just like that, we're 1-0 up again inside 5 minutes. It's Bamba causing danger. He crosses. This time he actually registers the assist for it. Calvert-Lewin with the tap in. He's already on 2 for the season. Let me know down in the comment section down below. If I was to play this full season, which we might still well do, how many goals do you think Calvert-Lewin would finish on? That would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? 5 minutes on the clock then. Everton 1, Arsenal 0. The perfect way that we wanted to start in this match. But now Arsenal have a throw-in. Can we win the ball back? Nelson does well against his former side. Switches it looking for Bamba. White brings that down though and finds Saliba. Koopmeiners now finds Odegaard into Ben White. Driving forward with the ball here. He holds it up and goes down the line into Fabio Vieira. He's going to look to get a ball into the box. He does. Finds Jesus. What a save that is from Pickford. That's why he's the vice-captain. Caught on a ball here then for Arsenal. Fabio Vieira will take. Left-footed in-swinger. Not a bad ball. Cleared away by Kekai. Obviously no players like Cody Keane in that box anymore. We don't really have many English players still in this squad, but we're winning after 10 minutes. We actually decided to put the mentality onto balanced in this one because we're playing against a very good side. You've got to show them respect at the end of the day. Vieira will take this free kick. It's deep towards Saliba. Cleared away there. Only as far as Gabriel Jesus. He swings it back in. Koopmeiners looked offside to me there. Now can we counter? Calvert-Lewin flicks it on. Surely Calvert-Lewin should be in the box defending the set piece and we leave someone like a Reece Nelson or a Bamba out. Surely it shouldn't be Calvert-Lewin, one of our best aerial threats. Anyway, Jorginho finds Martinelli back into Zinchenko. Driving on that far side. Martinelli looks offside there to me. He cuts it back. He cuts inside actually. Shoots. It's blocked. It's cleared off the line by Onana there. He's playing in a slightly deeper role this season. He was playing as the 8 for the majority of last season. He's now playing as the 6, as that holding midfielder, because we're trying to move Garner on. We've not got... I was going to say we've not got Roberto Gagliardini, but that's a shocking tackle there. Was it from Martinelli who's been sent off? Surely we've got to get 3 points in this one. Lafay will take this corner then deep towards the back post. Calvert-Lewin has somehow been denied. First by Ramsdale, then by the post. As always when we go up against 10 men, focus it in the wide areas, get the overlaps going. That's going to absolutely kill 37-year-old James Milner, so he's going to have to come off soon. Then we're going to have to put Tuanzebe on. Potentially we might as well just put a winger at right back. We'll have to wait and see. Michaelenko now, driving down this near side. Can he get a ball in? He cuts back and finds Ceballos against his former side. Lays it off to Onana. He goes inside to Lafay. Out wide here into James Milner. Back into Lafay. Back to James Milner. Beats his man. Finds Reece Nelson, the former gunner. Ball in. Calvert-Lewin. What are we looking at here? Offside? Never offside in a million years there. Reece Nelson, the former gunner with the assist. Calvert-Lewin with his 2nd of the game and 3rd of the season. The goal is awarded. Everton 2, Arsenal 0. It's a 3rd goal of the season for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Brilliant play from Milner. Nelson ball in. Calvert-Lewin with the header. Anyone who is questioning the Milner signing, he's proven it there. And he's playing right back at the moment. That's why we signed him. Versatility, quality. Up to 3rd in the table. Brighton currently top. Norwich bottom. Half-time. 2-0 up at home to Arsenal. They've got 10 men. A brilliant first half display. Let's get underway for the second half. We'll just keep playing how we're playing. We're playing very well at the moment. I'm very impressed with what I'm watching. Very impressed with the style of play, the way we're going about our business. Lafay ball in here looking for a 3rd. Calvert-Lewin's been triple marked there. Now Ceballos picks it up. cuts in on that right foot and looks for Lafine. Loads of room here inside the penalty area. He might as well just shoot. He does. He hits the post. No idea what Ramsdale were doing there. He had so much time. We're absolutely battering them. If we don't win this game, I'll be fuming. To be honest with you, I think we should go on and score a couple more. 25 minutes left on the clock. Let's now make some subs. Calvert-Lewin is on a hat-trick, but he's going to come off for Cheltenham because he's got a game in a few days' time, so we need to get prepared for that. Ceballos is also going to come off for James Garner. We're also going to bring off James Milner as promised for Tuan Zebe and just play him as a defensive fullback. Now, we don't need him to be bobbing on. We'll just let Reece Nelson get isolated on that side. We're also going to bring off Michaelenko for Carlos Augusto. And final change of the game is going to be maybe Dwight McNeil. Maybe Damari Gray is going to come on for Jonathan Bamba. Get Bamba rested up for the next one. I think we're against West Ham. I think it's away from home. We need the boys rested for that one. So we'll get some of our better players off. I mean, 2-0 is a pretty dangerous scoreline. So if we can get a third here, that'd be pretty nice. It's a great double save there from Ramsdale. Branthwaite very unlucky not to get his first goal of the season, but they've got 10 men. I'm not feeling too threatened, so we might as well make them changes. We've gone a bit more defensive as well. 2-0. Yes, I think we should have gone and got a third and a fourth, but it's not the end of the world. Who's really going to complain at the start of the game about a 2-0 win at home to Arsenal? I certainly wouldn't have done. Hopefully you didn't either. We'll take that. 4 points from our first 2 games. I think that's better than what we did last season, wasn't it? A win and a good performance. That'll do me. I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 30 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below which any other players should I be signing before the transfer window does slam shut. We're just going to quickly get this deal over the line. We're not going to be stingy. We're going to give him a goal bonus and an appearance bonus, but it's certainly not going to be that much. We'll give him six and a half grand for both of them. 41k a week. Are you happy with that? He wants 67. That's a lot. Certainly a lot more than what the estimated wage was going to be. We'll now offer him 50 and 2.7. He still wants 67. How about 55 and 2.8? Okay, I can work with this a little bit. His agent's been a little bit of a pain. There we go, 56k, 84 million release clause after we paid like 17 million for him. I'm very happy with this deal. Get Lavia in. I don't know when that'll get officially confirmed, but you know if you see Lavia in future and I don't mention it, he's signed for the football club. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you all later. Peace.